Hello, everybody. Good morning to you. How are you? So it's not even 6 a.m. here in New Mexico, and I'm just waking up and having a nice cup of Earl Grey tea. Good stuff. Anybody that's ever not drank Earl Grey tea, give it a try because trust me, you'll love it. Absolutely love it. It also makes great milk tea for those that like the boba milk tea. Anyway, so I wasn't online at all yesterday. I didn't post anything because I had a really nasty earache headache that just put me out. So I just spent the day relaxing and trying to take some aspirin and get rid of it. And so I've got a lot to catch up on this morning. I sure do. There's a lot of reacts that I'm going to be doing today. We're going to start with the first one. Chantal, what's been going on with her? Well, she finally came back around. She did a live stream called I'm Back, where she was live streaming from her Aunt Phyllis's house, or Uncle Phyllis, as we like to call her. And even though she didn't say it was her aunt's house, we knew it was just by the background. And that's Chantal's fault, because what she could have done is put something behind her or put herself in a place where we couldn't see the surroundings, but we did. It was very obvious that she was staying with Aunt Phyllis due to the background, the artwork and such, the paintings. We knew right away that it wasn't her mom's place. It was the aunt's place. And everybody in chat at the time she was doing the live stream was remarking on that. So she knew that we knew. If people in her chat knew, of course, Girl World is going to figure it out. And I guess Aunt Phyllis's address got doxxed on the Kiwi Farms, although I did hear that information has been on the Kiwi Farms for quite a while. I don't go to Kiwi Farms, so I don't know if the information was posted presently or in the past. So she streamed over at Aunt's house, and then she deleted the live stream. Why did she do that? Well, not because of Salah, because allegedly Salah was in the live chat. I was actually watching part of it, just seeing if there was anything there, if anything interesting was going on. And Salah was in the live chat, so it wasn't as if she was hiding it from him. I think the more truer story is that if she was staying at Aunt's house, which she was, that she wasn't supposed to be streaming at the aunt's place. Maybe part of the agreement of her staying with the aunt was that if she stayed there, she couldn't stream because the aunt did not want any problems. Well, the aunt was not in the house, and Chantal decided, you know what? I'm bored. I need attention. Chantal's got an addiction for attention. She needs attention. She decided to go online, and because she missed her beezers, she missed the attention from her beezers. She wanted to make some money. So she came online. She was eating and she was still being boring. So Chantal has not let go of the illusion yet. And so I say this to Chantal. Chantal, do you recognize that there are many things happening around you? Do you know why they're happening? I know because you're a narcissist and you try to paint yourself the victim. You try to put the vibe out there that everybody is out to get you and everybody's out to hurt you, that it's all our fault. We are the enemy. We're trying to hurt you. No, ma'am, you're hurting yourself. Everything that is going on around you, it's due to things that you have done. You are dealing with the consequences of your own actions. You are like a spider that has spun a very deceptive web. You spun that web to trap others in the web with you. But the ironic thing now is that that same web has trapped you. You're trapped in the illusion. You don't want to let go of it. But spirit, that's the spiritual world that you try to tap into to get things done and persuade to your will. The spirit world is designed to help us grow as people. I like to say that we as people, we are spirits having a human experience when we're on this plane. And by having human experiences, it helps us to grow. It helps us to become wiser and smarter and kinder and more humble and better, to help us be the best us that we can be. You've wrapped yourself in a tower of ego, an illusion. And to help you, Spirit is aligning things to break that tower down. That includes your lies, this web of lies that you built. It's got to be torn down. So now you are trapped in your own web because you don't want to let go of the illusion. All the lies that you keep telling about your life and about yourself. At this point, Chantal, it's not about fooling anybody, because you're not. You're not fooling anyone. You're only fooling yourself. In my opinion, I think you still continue with the lies about the fake marriage, about Salah, about the way you live, because it's all you've got. It's literally all you have left. You want to maintain the illusion in your own head. And so to keep up the illusion in your own head that everything is fine, everything is good, you continue on with the lies. Because if you let the truth in, it would be devastating to that enormous ego that you have wrapped around yourself. And that is precisely why Spirit is breaking it all down. To remake you, they have to break you. They have to break down the lies. They have to break through to you. Absolutely break through. And before I begin reacting to your video, which you deleted, I would like to say something to you. Since you are an addict. Yes, ma'am, you are an active, raging addict. You've got many, many addictions. You've got an addiction for attention. Your addiction for attention is as large as your addiction for food. But you are an addict. And as an active, raging addict, that you are all consumed with feeding your addictions, when you're an addict, you don't realize the harm that you do yourself, but you also don't realize the harm that you do to other people. You're so consumed with your addiction and just managing the pain that you cause yourself that you can't look around you and see the harm that you've done others, or how you continue to hurt others, how it affects other people, family, friends. All you think about is yourself. Just think about that for a minute. If you're in pain right now, and if your life is painful, imagine the pain that you're causing your family, the pain that they've had to deal with watching you decline, watching you get sick, watching you be selfish and stupid online, and they can't do a doggone thing about it. And that's why they've distanced themselves from you. They have to love you from a distance, because to have you up close would mean they're going to suffer more pain. And so they're just protecting themselves from bringing pain into their lives that they just can't deal with right now. The circle of damage extends far beyond you. I'm saying all this because I know you watch all reacts about you, Chantal. And what Spirit is trying to tell you, what it's been trying to tell you for years, is that it's time for you to get real. Drop the facade. Drop this masquerade and just be yourself, whatever it is. Walk through life in truth. Be truthful, even if it hurts, even if it sucks. You can grow if you start to be truthful. And I'm not saying this because I like you. You are a despicable, evil, wretched person. The harm that you've caused people and the harm that you've caused animals, I cannot forgive, especially the animals, the innocent beings that you've hurt. going all the way back to BBJ, Sam, Timbit, now Julia and Harry. Your irresponsible, thoughtless, careless, heartless behavior has affected the innocent. I can't forgive that. I really can't. I'm not your judge and jury, but as another human being on this earth, watching you, listening to you, I'm not in alignment with that. I'm not in alignment with your behavior. And I'm reacting to you today to point out a lot of things about you. And I know you don't like reactors. I know you look at us as haters, Chantal, but let's be real. Let's be really real. The people that are the haters are not the people around you that speak truth, who tell you the truth about yourself, that act as mirrors to reflect yourself back to you. It's the people you keep around you that reinforce your bad behaviors, your addictions, your nonsense, the ones who back it up and make you feel like whatever you're doing is okay. Those are the people that don't have your best interest at heart. Those are the people that are stopping you from growing. You're leaning into those that promote your addiction versus those who speak out against it and point it out to you. You being the tremendous liar that you are, liars hate truth. It is the antivirus that they cannot stand. But the truth is what you need. You need it in large doses and you need it badly. And so I'm going to be telling a lot of truth about you today. You may not want to hear it. You may hate hearing it, but that's too bad because I'm a truthful person and I can be no other way. So, hi everybody. I just wanted to say what I wanted to say this morning before we get started. And we are going to get started and there's a lot of stuff to go over. So we're going to start with this stuff on Twitter. I've gathered a lot, including on top of the deleted live stream, Chantal also did a series of community posts where she was ragey, very, very ragey. And again, Chantal, if you had done what you were told to do, it wouldn't have led to the rages. It wouldn't have led to the deleted live stream. Everything starts with you. You put the ball in motion and all the girl world does is pick up the ball and run with it. You can't get mad for us picking up the ball and running with it if you put it on the field. You just can't. So, how about we get started with Twitter, y'all? Oops. One moment. You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Wait a minute. It's early in the morning. It's time for the Twitter peeps. Yeah, you could tell it's 6 a.m. I'm like missing a few steps or about to, and I had to fix that. Okay, now we can go to Twitter. Now we can go there. All right. So for those of you that are on Twitter, that you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wow Girl Sarah. So we're going to do some fun stuff along with the Chantal stuff, starting with Punch Cat. Bro really said, you know, I don't know for sure, but I feel like this cat is judging me. Do you guys feel judged? I feel like I should clean my room, even though my room is clean. I feel like I should go remake the bed. I feel judged. I feel judged by this cat. Kitty. I'll go make the bed later, Kitty. All right. Next one from Planet of Memes saying, we don't deserve dogs. My dog's toxic trait is stealing the kitchen towel. So this dog knows it can't. Well, you little booger, taking the towel like that. The dog's like, I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, There goes the towel. That's funny. Okay, on to Chantal, saying Foodie Beauty is such a terrible human. She doesn't know the difference between having some privacy and gaslighting and manipulating her audience. She taunts people with lies and gets mad when she gets caught. She's too stupid for this game. Haters always know the truth. Well, when you're dealing with somebody who's a really bad liar, catching them in their lies is not that hard. And how many times has Girl World caught her in her lies? Too many to count. Way too many. And as I said a minute ago, I don't think she tells lies because she thinks she can get away with lying or that we will believe her. I think at this point, her lies are for herself. She's got to maintain some delusion, fantasy world, Delululand in her head about herself and about her life. And she won't break that down and just live in truth. Because if she had to live in truth and she looked around her and saw how things really were and how saw herself as she really was, it might cause her to have a bit of a breakdown. To realize that her life is at this point completely effed up, and to fix even a third of it will require a great deal of hard work on things around her and things inside of her. So it's not about us believing you, Chantal. We don't believe you. Why do you think we say rule number 1, Chantal lies? Because that's all you do. You lie when you don't have to lie. You lie about dumb things. And I think it's not for us. It's for your benefit. Because you will never come to the internet and be truthful. Although you should be. If you stopped lying and just told the doggone truth, if you're not lying, there are no lies to catch you in, is there? There's no reason to find the truth that the truth is delivered from you. So moving on to Truth Seekers. Truth Seekers says that is why she deleted the live. So she wouldn't find out she went live if she made those conditions with who wouldn't have been in the chat talking. Yeah, again, I am on the side of the football field where I think her and Aunt Phyllis threw down the gauntlet and said, Chantal, you cannot go live here. You know how people are online. I don't want people knowing that you're here. And Chantal did it anyway, and she might have deleted the live so that Aunt Phyllis wouldn't find out. Although I'm sure she's going to find out anyway. She always finds out, like people talk, you know. Chantal is somebody that she does the apologies later versus asking for permission first. She'd rather do something and just do it to do it and apologize after the fact than stop and think about, should I do this? Should I really do this? No, you shouldn't, but you did. And since you did, you turn around and blamed us for you getting mad. My opinion, I love that. My opinion. I love that. I just caught the meaning of the name. I was saying she sure is a special type of stupid. Goes on live and tells on herself. 2, deleted said content. 3, clip and reaction channels already have the live saved so they can get their bag. And Foodie Beauty earned absolutely nothing. The Funkle brain is funkling. True, Maya. Absolutely true. We love that about Chantal. She's always given up the free real estate to the reaction channels, the clip channels, the archive channels. I love the fact that she's so generous with herself. The fact that she will go live for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then delete it off of her channel, which means she's not going to make money with it. But the reaction channels will. It's like, again, free real estate. It's up for grabs. Anybody want it? You can have it. She gets mad at us and says that we are content thieves, that we're taking money out of our own pocket. At the same time, she is the biggest thief for profit for herself. She reaches in her own pocket, pulls out some money, throws it on the ground, and walks away. Every time she puts something up, deletes it, we grab it within seconds of her posting it. We are over there. We're screen recording. We are recording, period. And so when she abandons something, we'll make use of something. Yeah, really love that for her. And it's really interesting that she is hurting for money right now. And yes, Chantal, I know you're hurting for money. And I'm not saying that from a hateful point of view. It's obvious you're hurting for money. You came back from Kuwait to Canada. You're staying with the aunt because you can't even afford a hotel or motel room for at least a couple of days. You probably hitting up Pete's every day, asking for money for this and that. He might have bought you an extra plane seat coming home. Maybe he gave you some help. Maybe the family gave you some help. But you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything that requires spending money. Like, you are broke. You came back to the family again because you're lacking in money, even though you just got paid. Your payday was the 21st. You just got paid. You should have money in pocket. Where'd it go? It's not there. It is so not there. Ain't got no money. You're staying with family. And in your live, you're complaining, oh, hotels and motels are expensive. Not really. Not for somebody like you, Miss 100K channel. It shouldn't be a big deal, right? But you're not even going to a hotel or a motel and beezing for a few days. You're not doing that. You're staying with family and you can't even stream because that's the condition. So I love how you're broke and you're not fixing things where you can work again. And at the same time, you're being generous with your content and giving us free stuff. God, love that. Absolutely love that. Narky says, oh, so now in addition to tanking her channel, she's just going to shut it down completely despite everyone. Bye, Salah. Okay, this is one of the community posts, courtesy of Perfectly Imperfect, saying, but did you bring your visa status? I'm sorry, excuse me. But you did bring your visa status to the internet. You told everyone you were an expat who had a residency. Don't worry, we'll find the clips. Yep, the clips are out there. She tried to act as if she were a resident. She never was. And she wasn't even really an expat either, y'all, because expats are people that go to foreign places and they have official jobs, above the board, not loophole jobs, and they get paid to be there. She was just on a tourist visa, which meant she was supposed to be visiting the place and then leaving. And yet she kept going back, just using Kuwait as a sort of a place to crash due to the fact that she's got bankruptcies in Canada and she's running from the tax man. So here's one of her posts saying, and one last thing to address because it's so stupid. Those saying that I brought all this to the internet? Nope. Did I bring my visa status to the internet? Nope. Yeah, you kind of did. And you did bring it to the internet. So right there, we're not even 2 sentences in, you're already lying. Allow me to correct you, Chantal. Okay, did I bring this to the internet? Yes, you did. You did. You absolutely did. You turned it into a story arc. You came online talking about Salah, talking about your relationship with Salah, that you were getting married, that you were moving to Kuwait, you were going to get married to Salah and live with him, and that was going to be your life. So, yeah, you did bring it to the internet. You brought it to the internet because you needed content. You needed something to talk about, and so you talked about what was going on with you and also with him. And then you brought him online. And then you showed yourself at the courthouse and your wedding rings. So, yeah, you did bring it to the internet. Did I bring my visa status to the internet? Nope. Yeah, you did. You kept insisting that you could live there when you couldn't. You've been running around Kuwait looking for little loopholes to get things done, having somebody else's name on the lease so that nobody would know you were there. You were hiding, absolutely hiding, when if they were done legally, you wouldn't have had to hide. So your visa status was up for discussion. Do strangers make charts and do investigative work to try to find out so they can say I lie about things I never want to talk about? Yes. Thank you for telling on yourself, Chantal. That sentence right there proves that you are on Twitter, because that chart you're talking about is on Twitter. You're on Twitter somewhere under a sock account. So I don't care about the drama, right? You said that. I don't care about the drama, but yet I do care. I am looking around at Girl World to see what they're saying, what the theories are, what the conspiracies are, what the observations are. What information are they passing back and forth? You know how Girl World, we do our own research. We dig up things. You, not so much. You're lazy. You're a lazy content creator. You got a big channel, but yet you don't do any kind of work. Girl World does 10 times the work that you do. So to compensate for your laziness, you rely on Girl World to do the work for you. You rely on Girl World to find mistakes and errors that you somehow miss. Like if you put something in a video or a live stream that reveals you somehow, then you go back and edit that part out. Like you're always looking at Girl World to be the mistake checkers or the information givers. Did I bring my current location to the internet before someone used an illegal means of obtaining my location? Nope. Chantal, you're just mad because you're an idiot. You clicked on a phishing email and you exposed yourself. You did. You did. And if you had been in Kuwait, like you said you were, then you would have known there's no possible way that people can be seeing me in Canada. I'm not there. But you were in Canada. That's why you were worried. So you opened the email, and then we found out you were in Cornwall, and that was that. But thank you, because from now on, you have ensured I will clamp down even more on what I share, which will be mostly nothing at all now, which honestly is better anyway. See you in a couple of days, Chantal. See you in a couple of days. You can go ahead and clamp down if you want to. You can. Go for it. If that means you're not going to stream anymore or as much, all you're doing is hurting yourself. Every day that you don't stream on YouTube is money lost. And can you afford to lose more money? You're broke, girlfriend. You are very, very broke. You were over there in your aunt's place raiding her fridge, which I'm sure she's not going to be happy with if she comes home and her fridge is empty, her pantry is empty. You're not even a good house guest. That if you're staying with Aunt Phyllis, ring up Postmates. Have some groceries delivered as a thank you for her letting you stay there. Nah, you're going to order fast food. You're that selfish. Instead of being nice as a niece and respecting her space and respecting her food, you're going to eat all her food, and she's going to get further mad at you, which might lead to her kicking you out. I know that you and the aunt, you guys get along better than, say, you and your mom and your family, but everybody has their limit, Chantal, and I would not be testing hers if that's the only place you have left to go. Wonder Mom says, Foodie Beauty, you are really stupid as bread. Yes, you did bring your visa status on the internet by being a stupid beach and lying about your legal marriage to Salah. For years now, you talk about it, you lie about it, and we enjoy calling you out on it. All true. The more that she carried on with that lie, the more that we poked holes in her lie, and she doesn't like that. She absolutely doesn't like that. Liars, they're allergic to truth. It is their kryptonite. And so it is hers, and it has always been. Okay, here's another one. She says, can anyone please explain how I owe anyone an explanation? And this is courtesy of Kristen. Can anyone please explain how I owe anyone an explanation on anything in my personal life, especially why and where I travel to? my visa or marriage status, etc. The entitlement in girl world is crazy. I purposely withhold information from the internet now, and I have for a long time. Who wouldn't if people were constantly trying to dox you and your family? A certain reaction channel already came to my hometown and admitted being a stalker. Okay, full stop right there. Why were people on your tail, Chantal, for going to Canada? Let's think about the events that happened before you left. You getting on Locale Live and making a complete fool of yourself. And then after you made a complete fool of yourself and going off about Locale Live, which you were mad at them because you didn't get a job with them. I mean, let's be real. That's why you got mad. You were gunning for a spot on Locale Live and Locale Queens and didn't get it. And you're still butthurt about that. But then you did that live stream. I feel violated. 2 middle fingers up for doing that, Chantal. But I feel violated. Insinuating that they violated you somehow when they never did. A slap in the face to people who are real victims, and you not a real victim. You make other people into victims. But full stop on saying a reaction channel was stalking you. Everybody knows now. Everybody is aware that French fry girl came to Cornwall, but that was because she ordered something way in advance, way before anybody knew for sure that you were in Cornwall. And to be honest, Frenchie can go wherever the heck she wants to go. And she lives in Canada. You've been living in Kuwait for the last 2+ years. She can go where she likes. And just because she's going where she likes doesn't mean she's a stalker. As a matter of fact, ma'am, and this was pointed out by another reaction channel, it made me think about, you know what? This person's right. So credit to No Madness Life for saying this, because I didn't notice this. At the same time that Frenchie was offline, you were offline. And she had a live scheduled. And then you went live 30 minutes before she did. So who's stalking who, Chantal? Who's stalking who? I mean, come on. Come on now. You want her attention. You want it badly. I don't know why you do, but you do. But it's ridiculous to say that Frenchie was stalking you when she's a Canadian citizen going where she likes. Just as you were in Kuwait and you went where you liked. Just as when you were in Canada, you went where you wanted to go. It doesn't make anybody a stalker. It means they're going where they like to go. She wasn't looking specifically for you. She was going to get something that she ordered in advance. You can't call her a stalker. No. She's just exercising her right to go where she wants to go. So, let's keep going. Someone did an email phishing scam just to find out where I am, and you people still cannot understand why I just don't tell the truth. Now, I'm also buckling down even more now. I also feel like even doing the live I did was a mistake, and I'll be taking a longer break. I'll see you when I am ready. For my supporters, thanks for being here, and I will miss you. Chantal, I think Aunt Phyllis got mad. I think she got real mad about the fact that you went live and you weren't supposed to. And she put you in the timeout corner. And I'm almost certain that she got so mad that she told you, you do this again, you're out. If you do this again, you are out. Like you cannot disrespect people in their homes. If they lay down a set of rules and you're a guest, you have to follow the rules. So if the stipulation is you got to stay offline, that's what you got to do. You know, like you need to find a place of your own so that you can stream your little heart out and not bother anybody and not dox anybody. Okay? That's what you need to do. You know, stop using other people's homes and places to do your business because your business might affect them. Okay, moving on. True Seeker says, another thing is that now she can use this for sympathy gains from her hug box. If she wanted to go visit her family, that's fine. Another lie is when you said you and Salah gave rules saying you can't go live, but did it anyway. If he was mad, he wouldn't have been in the chat talking. Yeah, he was there. So she can't say, oh, Salah's mad at me for streaming. He was there in the chat. Although the rumor is that was a fake Salah, that somebody else was running the account. And another thing, and this hit me yesterday. You know, Chantal, I remember the old Foodie Beauty. You remember her. The Foodie Beauty that was she was in charge of herself and her channel. You were in charge. You held the reins. You were in charge of everything. All of it. 100%. And here we are. Almost 2025. How pathetic is it that you went from being somebody that you were in charge of your own channel and making money your way to now you have to ask permission from Salah to stream or not to stream? Are you kidding me? You're letting a pathetic, no money, no brain loser tell you what to do on your own channel? He's not even a successful YouTuber. Yet you have to ask his permission to stream? You got to ask his permission to make money on YouTube? Are you serious? You're giving over control to a man that doesn't know what he's doing on YouTube. His gaming channel is a joke. You gave control of yourself, of your channel, to a stupid man who's also a sugar baby. Let's be real. You've been fronting him. You've been giving him money. You're letting the sugar baby call the shots. Come on now. Aren't you the sugar mama? Still giving him sugar. You can cut him off anytime you want. You're back in Canada now. It makes no sense to continue giving him money or to listen to him barking orders at you. Let him go. Let this whole thing go. Tell him to go kick rocks. She'll do what you want. It's your channel. If you care. If not, continue to listen to him, even though he doesn't know what he's talking about on YouTube. But I just think it's pathetic how you've let this guy run you and run your life. Are you so lazy that you've given over control to people that don't know what they're doing and you're listening to them? Wow. The old Foodie Beauty that I started watching and reacting to would never put up with that. You would have had 2 middle fingers up to somebody who tried. Now you're okay with it. Sad. Tat Von B says, guys, she nearly let it slip. She's driving a Hyundai Elantra. Let me know if you think I'm right. I think I am. I wonder who got her that car. If she has it. I don't know if she has it. We haven't seen her in it yet. But I wonder who got her the car. Is it a rental? Or could it be a car that Pete's bought her? Could it be a car that Pete's bought her? No mercy for Pete's if he bought her a car. No mercy. He's an idiot. She's going to drain him all his money. Even if it's a rental car, you know, you got to pay the rental fee and such. She's going to need a car. If she's in Canada for a few months, she could outright buy a car for the cost of a rental, but more than likely he paid for the rental. And why pay for a rental if you're not going anywhere? That doesn't even make any sense. So let's watch the clip.
I didn't plan this for a long time. Hey, Comic Book. No, I don't have a Kia. I have a rent-a-car. I have a Kia. I have a rent-a-car. I have a Kia. I have a rent-a-car.
Why rent the car if you're not going anywhere? Again, I'm going to say it again. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you are hanging out at Aunt's place, what do you need a rental car for? Why? Is it because you and Pete need to go house hunting or apartment hunting and you need a vehicle? I can understand that. But I guess the Kia is long gone. I don't know who has it, but let's be real. The last time you sat in that thing, you could barely fit. The front seat was pushed to the back seat. You need something bigger because you've gotten bigger. So bye-bye, Kia. It was nice knowing you. Sorry Chantal beat up on you. I'm sure we'll see the new car soon enough. And Pete, if you paid for a car for Chantal, you're an idiot. Mrs. Floopa Booty says if she was worried for her safety about people calling immigration because they know she's going to Canada, she wouldn't be going live while in Canada. She's let everyone know exactly where she is in real time, no privacy. FFS, she's the worst. Yeah, if you're Chantal comes off as, oh my God, I have to keep things private. At the same time, she goes live at the aunt's place and doesn't bother to cover up the background. Come on now. Kelly says, are we really surprised? So all the community posts, like the live, are gone. Why delete them? Why do you constantly delete things, Foodie? You know Girl World's going to capture all of it. Every single bit. We got receipt archives for days. Why get rid of them? Why? Why do you do this? You know the most hilarious thing? You know what's hilarious, Chantal? The old Chantal that I remember doesn't like doing things for free. I remember all the way back in the day when you were in your prime. Yes, ma'am. During Crackhead Olympics and you're making all that money. You did not like doing things for free. You had your hug box. You had it locked down to VIPs only, just kind of force people to pay to talk to you. And you did not have open chat. You didn't like doing things for free. Now you do a lot of things for free. Every time you do a video or you do a community post, you know, like that counts towards your 3 for notifications. For those who don't know, YouTube, they will promote whatever 3 things you do in a day. But then after the 3, you're on your own. So whether it's a community post, a live, a video, that counts towards your 3. So if she's doing like 3 posts all in a row, that counts towards her 3. And she's doing it for free. She's not making money with these community posts. It's just her venting, but she's venting for free. As broke as she is, and she's over there doing things for free. I love it. I love it. Wolf Wolf says, it's been a fun community tab wing kind of morning. This is eating her alive, which is wild. Chantal is a lolcow through and through. Self-important, easily manipulated, milkable, perpetual victim, chronic liar. All true. All true. And log off, Chantal. Okay, like she did an edit to the community post, and I will read the edit above the community post for those that can't read it. It says, edit. For example, there are people making charts about my travel days to try and improve my visa status. Like, why? Why do you care? Oh, I already read that. Sorry about that. I thought that was something new. Rihanna's Inbred Bananas says she got in trouble for going live while Uncle Phil was out. That's what this is really all about. Her family asked her to do one thing and she couldn't do it. Yeah, I feel like Aunt Phyllis got real mad when she found out that Foodie went live. Ooh, I'm sure she gave her an earful. DX says, quote, I'll be taking a longer break. See you this weekend, Chantal. Yeah, she'll be back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. Florida Salt and Sass. Hey, Florida Salt and Sass. Foodie Beauty, this is an outcome of 1, putting your life on the internet for coin, and 2, lying while putting your life on the internet for coin. Every job has risks. If you don't like it, get off the internet and get a new job. You make people speculate, then get angry about it. Right. If you don't lie, there's nothing to speculate about. But when you're known to be a liar, of course, people are going to go digging for the truth. And it's not because we're hanging in the bushes wanting to take pictures of you, Foodie. That ain't it. We just want the truth. We're tired of you lying. People get mad because you lie. We don't like to be lied to. You're treating the people that watch you as being stupid, and we're not stupid. And every time we catch you in a lie, we prove you're the one that's stupid. Understand that's how it works. True Seeker says she deleted that live. Why did she? Did she do it because she was high? Because it's not that Salam would find out. I think she's hiding because she's getting served papers, which is why she lied about where she was going or why she needed a break. It's not because of her mental health. No, she's not taking care of her mental health. She's not. And Chantal, I know you're defiant. I know that you don't listen to people, but you need to understand that Kuwait is no longer an option. It just isn't. There might be legal repercussions for going back to Kuwait. If you go back there, you might get served papers, which could lead to legal issues, which could lead to possible jail time. Your time in Kuwait is up. It is absolutely up. You got to stay home. And you can sit there and put up pretenses and, oh, I'm just visiting here. I'm on a visa run, blah, blah, blah. It's over. It's over. You and Salah hate each other. He can't deal with you anymore. You guys, you don't get along. You don't have the money that you used to. He's done with you. Kuwait is done with you. You go back there, you are going to be in a lot of trouble. More trouble than you're in Canada. Door number 1, you go to Kuwait, you might get put in a Kuwaiti jail. I don't think you want that. Door number 2, you're in Canada. You got to deal with the tax man. I would rather deal with the tax man than chance going to a jail. Understand? I'll work with the tax man. That's workable. But a jail? Nah. No, that's over. Understand? You can't go back. You're stupid if you try. But knowing you, you're stupid. So do what you will. All right, next. Okay, something positive from antidepressant content. This is a cat and a meerkat. Have you guys ever seen a meerkat? They are so cool. They're very social animals. And this cat just thinks the meerkat is another cat. Cat's like, it looks a little weird, but it's looking like a cat to me and it's acting like a cat. I can hang with a meerkat. What an interesting but wonderful friendship. Okay. So here's the deleted live courtesy of Malarkey Meter. We'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, now why you should have a cat when the second window opened. Look, I'm a cat mama. You guys know that. And when cat owners say their cats rule their world, do you understand now why we say that? Look, we don't own our houses. They run the place. This husband's like, the cat's like, no, I want the window shades open. See this? Bossy. Oh, here's a clip from the live. Let's watch. And this is courtesy of
I've been to my mom's.
Quiet, Chantal. This is courtesy of Queen of WTF.
I've been to my mom's house. Yes, I'm in Canada.
Yeah, and I found that curious. Why she's not at mom's place. Maybe it's because mom told her you can't stream over here, or maybe mom said we don't have room for you this year. I mean, not to be rude, but putting up somebody who's almost 600 pounds, that's a lot, you know? I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying, like, trying to find a bed or a couch that it can accommodate a almost 600-pound woman. It's a lot to ask. It really is. I think Aunt Phyllis is a little bit more tolerant of Chantal, so she ran over there versus the mom. But I think also the mom might have said, we don't have room for you, Chantal. You know, mom put her foot down and said, we don't want you over here right now.
I mean, I've been to my mom's house. I guess I'm in Canada.
Yeah, of course we know you're in Canada. Hello, obvious hippo is obvious. We know you're in Canada. We can tell by the background you're in Canada. You didn't need to tell us that. Okay, Ash Renee says she cannot help herself but to listen to anything her loving husband says. Eat healthy, take a break, don't stream, don't come back. Let's watch the clip.
Like, actually, I had to like convince Salah to let me stream because he was like,
again, pathetic. Whose channel is it, Chantal? Whose channel is it? It's the Foodie Beauty channel, not the Salah channel. You're the one making money on your channel, not him. He's not even on stream with you. Yet you have to ask his permission to stream? Do you know how pathetic and weak that looks? That you're letting your sugar baby tell you what to do when you can stream, or how often? It doesn't even make sense. If you're still giving him money, how are you going to make money if you can't stream? Why are you listening to a man tell you what to do on your own channel? The old Foodie would never. The old Foodie would rage and say to that person, you go kick rocks. This is my channel. Do what you want on your own. But this ain't the old Foodie. This is the pathetic, weak, spineless Foodie that is taking her channel, all for the sake of a man that doesn't care about her, just pilfering off her money. Like, this is the new Foodie, the one that's determined to make her channel go down the tubes.
One of the conditions for me coming here, for that was basically, like, for the holidays, was basically that I wouldn't stream or go live. But I was like, you know what,
I don't think that was conditions that Salah put down. I think that was a condition that her family put down. Her family put those conditions down. They don't want to get doxxed. They don't want to get bothered. They know that she's got a lot of haters. People that are going to troll her and dox her. They're like, we don't want people to know that you're here. We want to help you, but you come with a whole lot of headache. So those conditions came from them, not Salah.
I miss you guys. So, yeah, it's hard. It's hard staying offline.
It wouldn't be so hard if you had been smart and saved your money, like got yourself a little nest egg before you left. And that way you could go to a hotel or a motel and rent it for a week, 2 weeks, a month. Just pay for a month's stay. You could have found a place with Wi-Fi and get going. You know, I've been looking around, Chantal, because I was curious. I was very curious, like how much it would cost for you to get, say, just a regular motel room for a month. About $1,500, $2,000 for a month's stay. That's not a lot of money for you. You could have saved that just by cutting back on your takeout. But nah, you didn't even put that money back.
But I don't know. I kind of like it. So it feels weird being back right now. You know? No, it's true, Brooke. I don't know why you would say sure. I don't know why people are so, like, comfortable. They believe something, but they have no proof of it, you know?
You're just mad because we figured out that you were in Canada before you were ready to tell us. You were punching the air about that. You were trying to build up some kind of anticipation. Ooh, the longer that I'm offline, the more the anticipation will build. And when I finally come back, I'll get a lot more views. That was the plan, to keep everybody in suspense. And then a phishing email was sent to you. You opened it, and we found out where you were, which took away the anticipation, took it all away. So you're salty about that.
It's like weird. Like you don't know, like, you know, how he feels about it. He doesn't.
Oh, screw him. At this point, screw him, Chantal. Screw him. Seriously, like what has Salah done for you and done for your channel? What has he added to your channel? What has he added to your content? Were you making tons of money? No. Your finances are in the toilet. Your views are in the toilet. You want to know why? I want to remind you of something. Lean in and listen. I know you don't like reactors, but part of the reason why you don't like us is because we tell you the truth. And I'm about to tell you one right now. Think back to the beginnings of your channel, all the way back, 7, 8 years ago. Think back to brand new Chantal Sarot, who then became Foodie Beauty. Think back to who you were, what you were doing. Do you know why people got into you? It wasn't just the food. It was because you were being real. You weren't over-exaggerated. You were being yourself. Later on, you became a caricature of yourself, overblown and exaggerated. But at the time, you were yourself. You were being authentic. That's why people got into you. You were keeping it real. You were telling ridiculous stories, true, but there were elements of realness then. Not so much now. The reason why your channel is tanking is not just because it's boring, because you're being fake. You're being an absolute fake. People don't like fake. People don't subscribe to fake. Fakeness is not attractive. You're a fake. You're a fraud. This whole storyline with Salah, fake, fraud. The lies you tell, fake, fraud. People don't like getting lied to. They don't like looking and listening to a liar. People got into you when you were being a bit more truthful about yourself. You let the character that you created for YouTube take completely over. You let Foodie Beauty kill off Chantal Sarot because you didn't put any value in Chantal, in who she was and what she was about. You put it all in this overblown fraud character for YouTube. And this whole Kuwait I'm married arc is the worst. It is the worst of everything. There's nothing authentic about it. There's nothing truthful about it. And we know it. And you know we know it. And yet you continue. But that's why people got into you. You were just being yourself. You weren't wearing a mask of lies. So if you're wondering why have things fallen off, it's because you are portraying something that is not you. You insist on it. Just be your doggone self, whatever that may be.
Does not want me to be live right now, even. So, thanks, Mars. So yeah, I missed you guys too. Yeah, teardrop. I don't know. Maybe we'll do.
She misses the attention and she misses the money. You know what she was hoping for? She was hoping she could go live and get a ton of super chats. She thought, oh, if I wait a few days, it'll build up the anticipation. And when I come back, they'll shower with me with money. Did they? I don't know. Let's go find. Okay, so I just paused this react because I want to go look something up. And I'm going to stop the screen for a minute on Twitter because I want to show you guys something else very briefly. Like all this anticipation building. Did it work? No. It didn't work. Super chats. Today's revenue, 0. Yesterday's revenue, 0. Girl, these cheap tricks that you're trying to use to make money are not working. Look at these numbers. Oh my God. Look. Look. Mm-mm. Look. Uh-uh. Not working. 12 bucks. $12. And keep in mind, y'all, that YouTube, they take 30% of everything monetized channels make. So 30% of 12 bucks plus taxes because she's Canadian. So if you had a plan of like coming back online, Chantal, and making money when in super chats, oh my God, the Beezers are going to be so happy that I'm back, that they're going to shower with me with money. That didn't work. No, the cheap tricks are not working. You've got to make some good content. You hear? You just got to. Going back to Chantal, let's go.
Do a few things live, but then I think, I'm going to just like go back to uploading more and going live more like when I get back home, I think.
You don't have the money to go back. You don't have the money to go back. You don't have the money to pay Salah his monthly stipend. And if you go back to Kuwait, you might be looking at jail time. They are on to you, Chantal. You are on their radar. Do you really want to go to Kuwait and get stuck in a Kuwaiti jail and have to face a judge because there's no amount of excuses or line that they're going to listen to? Are you really going to spend all kinds of money on a plane ticket that you don't have? Get all the way over there, apply for a visa in person because the e-visas have been suspended. You can't do it online right now. And if you're flagged, it might lead to legal issues. Are you really that dumb? Yeah, you are. You are really that dumb.
Yeah, I did have to ask him to go live.
Oh, God, that makes me so sick. I had to ask him to go live. Vintage Chantal would have cursed Salah out and said, how dare you? How dare you tell me what to do on my own channel? Who do you think you are? You're not even a good gamer. You don't even have a successful gaming channel, and you're telling me what to do on my channel? Go get effed.
No, like permission. Like I didn't ask permit. What do you mean? I said like basically, yes. That was one of the.
You're putting it on him. The family said that. He was in the chat. What are you talking about?
The agreements, like part of the agreement for me to come here is if I don't go live and everything.
Again, like I'm feeling the family, y'all. The family made that condition, not Salah. Okay, next. Okay, this is how everybody knew that it was Aunt Phyllis's place. Del Pondu, Malarkey Meter says African art, Jamaican flags, 100%. Foodie Beauty is staying at Aunt Phil. So you guys can see the art on the walls. Yeah, Chantal could have put something up, like a bed sheet or something for her background. She could have maybe put herself in a corner, and we just saw like say like a blue paint. We wouldn't have known. Perfectly Imperfect says Foodie Beauty finally admitted to buying 2 seats. Let's listen.
Something with like decided that I'm always gonna have 2 seats. If I need to buy it, that's what I'm gonna do because like
yeah, you have to, because you can't get away with just buying 1 seat and hoping that you're sitting in a section where there's a free seat available to you. Man, you're over 500 pounds. You cannot get away with just 1 seat. You see how small I am. I'm much smaller than you. Airplane seats are uncomfortable and they're not that big. And I'm saying that as a smaller person. I can't imagine what you go through. You need 2 seats when you travel. You absolutely do. You maybe need to buy out an entire row just to be comfortable, just to be safe. You can't get away with just 1 seat anymore.
I had the best flight ever.
The rumor on the street is that maybe Pete bought her that extra seat. He might have fronted up some money so she could come home in comfort.
So because of that, I was so comfortable. Even if you're thin, don't you find it like it sucks being elbow to elbow for 14 hours?
Yeah, well, just imagine, Chantal, that if you only bought 1 seat, and God help that poor unfortunate soul that has to sit next to you, and you spilling over into their seat, into their space, and they're all crunched up because of you. Imagine that. How uncomfortable that person is. Because you don't think about other people. You think about your doggone self. Del Pondu says, Foodie is live at Aunt Phil's house looking swollen AF and as high as balls. Because, of course, she is. Yeah, she looked very high. But are we surprised? We're not surprised at all. Okie Doll says, you could tell she was high before she even started slurring. I don't believe that she hasn't seen Peach yet, lying and gorging all over the world. Yeah, and probably taking all of his money. Leaning on Peach, crying on Peach. I just got back and I don't have much money. Let me tell you something, Peach, if you ever see this. Foodie's a liar. She will lie to you. If she's got money in pocket, she's going to keep that to herself. And she'll spend all of your money before she spends her money. She'll make you go broke before she goes broke. She's a miser. She will hold on to her money and purposely say, I'm broke just to get your money first. And yeah, I believe she has seen Pete's. Tracy Lee says, welcome back, Chins. A month off. Hey, haha. Yeah, she said she was taking a month off. She wouldn't take a month off. Girl is looking bloated and high as balls. Getting smashed, eating ham by the pounds. Yep, she's looking very, very swollen. Tat Von B says, the big deal is that you are in YouTube making money. You're lying about your visa and being married. Making money off lies is what makes people angry. You're the same butthole and nothing will ever change. F your safety. Your safety isn't compromised. No, it's not compromised. But let's watch the clips.
No, there's no dual citizenship. I know. Hey, Joanna. Anyway.
Oh, oops, sorry. This, we're going to do that. Yeah. I'll just come back to this later. And I think getting a circle of death, I hate that. Del Pondu says, love to see it. Girl World comment says, FFG and Chantal were live at the same time. FFG had over 5K live viewers. Chantal had 700 plus. FFG out here making thousands while Foodie's making 25 cents. Keep Chantal's a pocket watcher. I'm sure that later she went and she counted all of the super chats the Foodie FFG was getting, and she was punching the air. Kelly says, come on, guys. She's just jet lagged and really tired. That means she didn't. You guys are so delusional. Honestly, I don't think she took a wheelchair. And I only say that because the wheelchair edibles, they are expensive. Foodie used to take them all the time. And a wheelchair edible costs between $75 to $100 or more just for one. For those who don't know what a wheelchair edible is, a wheelchair edible, it's a very powerful edible. We're talking like 1,000 milligrams, and really wheelchair edibles are meant for people that are say, terminally ill or in a great deal of pain, hence the reason why they're called wheelchairs. So, yeah, she used to eat those things like Tic Tacs. But let's watch the clip.
Okay, used to be Pizza Hut. Buffet. Yeah, I have a video about my travel experience, but it's pretty much, yes.
Chantal, look how far you've dropped down the hill. You went from doing interesting content to doing pathetic content. Like, you'll make content out of anything these days. Eating a pizza, drinking a soda, putting together BS footage of your travels. Pathetic. People are bored. Why are you putting out boring footage? If I didn't know any better, I would swear that maybe you're doing it on purpose, because if Salah is getting money from your channel, I think because he's connected to it now, you might be sinking it on purpose so he doesn't get much money. It looks like deliberate self-sabotage for some reason. Like, you are deliberately keeping things as boring as possible so that you don't make a lot of money on YouTube. I mean, I'm just over here trying to figure it out.
I miss you guys, all of you. Yes, George.
Ooh, she's slurring. Listen to that. I miss you guys. Girl, what did you take?
I'm pretty tired.
What did you take before the start of the stream? Did you smoke something? Okay, Lauren says, why would you care if people called immigration if you are legally married with a civil ID in Kuwait? Yeah, why would, sorry. And let's see. All right, I'm just wanting to catch some of this before we begin. Nana Spiked Tea says, first off, my husband would never put a stipulation on me, especially when visiting my. However, if he had, I'd be respectful of his wishes. Why go live? Because she gets the attention her husband doesn't give her. Yeah, she's. You can't give Chantal enough attention. She'll always want more. She'll always want more. Two-Tailed Caperer says, quote, I must be the only person on the internet that people, the only one stupid enough to defraud a country's government, morality, and visa policies and document it publicly. People like her are the reason Kuwait suspends e-visas. Yep, like, you are the nightmare, Chantal. You are the reason why they're locking everything down and changing everything so that fraud cannot continue in Kuwait. They're closing all the loopholes. They're fixing everything. You are the very reason, people like you are the very reason why Kuwait is saying enough is enough. We don't want. True Seeker says she must have thought now that she's been exposed, she might as well go live, but then say it's your fault she has to lie because there's so many people wanting to call immigration on her. Why is she so afraid of immigration if she hasn't done anything wrong? Yeah, if you haven't done anything wrong, what are you afraid of? You're only afraid when you know you've done something wrong. Okay, where are we with this react? Oh my goodness, we're at an hour and 15 minutes. I am so sorry. I just clicked back over to the tab. We're going to cut off the Twitter stuff from here and go on to the live. We're probably not going to stay long with Chantal because she does get really, really boring. Really boring. Ugh. Like, she's gone for a while. And when she comes back, it's still boring. This is why I wasn't like excited for her to come home, because it doesn't matter where she goes, y'all. It's the same old crap. So, like, this is the live that was deleted, captured by the channel Eyelash. And I will leave a link down below for the original video if you guys want to check it out and check out Eyelash's channel. So let's see. Let's go, y'all. Hope you enjoy.
In its entirety with no commentary. Sped up to 1.25.
And much appreciated Eyelash for capturing the deleted live. Like, I was not feeling well that day, and I thought, like, it didn't look like she was going to do anything bad or she would delete it, and lo and behold, she did before I could, like, capture it. So thank you very much for capturing it and posting it.
So here is, well, I'm back.
Hey, Vanna, you're first. Where's everyone? Lizzie, Brooke, relaxation, Ari, Mark, Reese, PC, hello. Orange, Pulp, Lorena, ECP, Foodie, Katie, Strawberry.
She's so happy right now. She's thinking, I was gone a few days and people are still here. I am so happy that my beezers haven't left. She's so happy that people haven't completely deserted her.
Star, hello. Christine, J-Mel, Monira, Lisa. No, I'm not Brooke. I'm not in Pete's room. Hey, little Nitty, Elizu, Laura, Breeze It. Big Frosting.
People, that's her running up the meter when she does that.
Chelsea, Apple 8.
Blah, 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 Chantal.
Probably not that hard to figure out.
No, it's not that hard. And if I didn't know any better, I would swear that you want people to know where you are. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think you want people to know where you are.
Chicken tender, yeah, I'm at home. Now, I want to, like, just say that could be my aunt's, could be.
Yeah, it could be my aunt's. You just told us where you are. I love that. She's a liar, but she tells on herself.
A family member, whatever, you know. I don't have a home here anymore.
So she didn't even, like, give a wide scope of possibilities. I might be at a hotel. I might be at a motel. I might be at an Airbnb.
So
no,
I have to
she
stay
said
with,
specifically her family.
I know, or a hotel.
No, you don't. You could have stayed in a motel that nobody knew. Had walls behind you that were blank. Nobody would know where you were.
Might have stayed at and might be staying at a hotel.
Nah, that's not a hotel. That's somebody's home.
Hotels are expensive here, though.
Again, I remember old classic Foodie, Chantal. Old classic Foodie, who was making the money, wouldn't have given a crap about what something cost. The old classic Foodie did not care about the cost of things. It's only when broke Betty Foodie Beauty showed up that you started to care. When your paycheck started to shrink and shrink and shrink, and they became the size of your brain, that you started to care. You went from spending money without a care to pointing out how expensive everything is. Don't come crying over here. Don't come crying to me about being broke when you choose to spend what money you have in pocket on food, fast food. Fast food anymore is a luxury. You can spend money on one meal, and it's like going to a Burger King or going to McDonald's. It's the same price as going to, say, a sit-down restaurant. Fast food used to be cheap, but it's not. Like, fast food is, the cost of it is out of control. But that's what you like. So you choose to spend your money on fast food, which leads to not money for other things.
babe. But like Salah was so like whenever like he found out how much the I had to rent a car. That is pretty expensive for the amount of time that I'm here.
I want to go on a record as saying that I don't think she rented the car. I think Pete's rented it for her. He reached in his own pocket and rented it because Chantal is a hardcore food addict and she hates spending money on anything other than food. Like she will pinch pennies everywhere else before she denies herself food. She'll cry to other people to buy her things before she buys it herself. Even if she's got the money in pocket for said thing, she'll go to other people and try to get them to buy it before she buys it, just so she can feed her addictions.
Oh, shoot. So no. Yeah, I can drive. Not too long. Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to all you guys who celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays.
Actually, Chantal, I'm going to talk serious for a minute. You should not be driving at all. You really shouldn't. What you should be doing is going to the eye doctor and getting an eye exam. You've got one bulging eye, which could point towards a serious health issue. You haven't had your vision checked in a long time. Your one eye is leaking fluid. You need to go get an eye exam and determine if you should be driving or not. Before you get on the road and start driving, you need to have your vision checked. And if your vision is not good, you should not be driving and being on the road and being a nuisance to other people. Don't put yourself and other people in danger. Vision is very important when you drive. So don't drive anywhere. Just don't.
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, I don't know. The artwork? Yeah. You think so? Maybe my aunts. Anyway. Hi, Nikki. Bluebird. The Canadian Curbs. Yeah, so yeah, I just time really nice, honestly. I did still film.
It wasn't a true break. A break means you're taking some time away to get things done. The only thing you did was fly from one location to the next because you had to. Your visa run was in effect, and I think you knew that something was going down in Kuwait because you were acting kind of sketchy before your trip, Chantal. Like you were afraid of people coming to the door. Like you were getting real quiet. Like something was definitely up. Something was going on.
Yeah, I'm in Canada visiting. But
if you were smart, you wouldn't be visiting. You would take up residence in your home country and stay away from Kuwait. Just stay out of it. You don't belong there, Chantal. You don't. You are not a resident. You don't belong in Kuwait. You may want to go back there to run from the taxman, but you do not belong there. You were miserable anyway. Why go back?
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa. So, what else can I say? This is what happens.
Listen, this is so sad to me. She's been gone for a few days. She should have plenty to talk about. Yet it's been a few days. She barely has anything to talk about. And she made the decision to come online high as balls. Every time you do a live stream, Foodie, every time you do a video, you decide your content. You decide how people see you and hear you. You decide what you give to people. And what you're giving is not great. Which leads to people saying, this is boring. This is so boring. I'm out. You decide to come on camera high, knowing that we can tell when you're high. Which makes me wonder, do you want people to know that you're high? Do you want people to see you in an intoxicated state? At the same time you're wearing an abaya and a hijab? We know you better than you know yourself. I mean, how can we not? You did 8 to 10 hour live streams every day for a year during Crackhead Olympics. You pick up people's patterns that way, who they are, what their personality is if they stay in front of you that long. Like coming on camera eating high, not a good look.
Whenever like I don't see you guys for a long time, I just like I don't know where to start like talking. Am I bored of Canada? Like happy? I'm not.
Look happy. You do look happy, Chantal. I'm going to tell you something that I've noticed. When you are in your home country, when you're on your familiar stomping grounds, you are happier. You look more relaxed. You look more at home than you ever did in Kuwait. When you were in Kuwait, you looked uncomfortable. Like you were in an unfamiliar place amongst unfamiliar people. You never reached a comfort level with Kuwait. You never tried to integrate with anybody there. You didn't try to have a social circle of friends. You were still the odd person out in Kuwait, more so than you are in Canada. And it showed. Now that you're back in Canada, I'm looking at your face. Yeah, you're high, but you look relaxed. Like you look more in your element. So why go back to Kuwait?
No, I still have a lot I have to do, but like because I'm not here for as long of a time as usual. My flight actually I have
Boring. We've seen your travel vlogs. They're boring. Don't bother. What are you going to show us? Footage inside the airport, footage inside the plane, you eating a meal. Come on now. Are you going to subject us to that torture again?
these are hey everybody, but we can go for drives. We can go for drives.
If you have the rental car, why didn't you go for a drive and live stream from somewhere in the car? Then you could have live streamed and Aunt Phyllis wouldn't have gotten upset.
I look different.
Yeah, she looks different. She looks high. She looks stoned. Allegedly.
Feta cheese, why did I come here? Well, I think it was just like this was
I'll tell you why. Because she's broke, because she's low on money. Maybe she could have gone to Thailand, but there might have been the possibility that her visa would not have been approved. And they did suspend e-visas. So where else could she go but back home? If you're low on money, and if there's a worry of getting stuck somewhere, you got to go back home. And if you're smart, Chantal, you'll stay home. And if you're really smart, you'll check yourself into an inpatient facility for your food addiction. You'll go to the hospital. You'll get a full checkup, blood work, the whole 9 yards. You are in bad, bad, bad health. And I'm not saying this because I care about you. I'm saying this because I'm just pointing out these are the things that you should do, that you would do if you cared about yourself. There's a whole lot of things you need to do in Canada now that you're back.
Very, very, very last minute and impromptu, okay? I didn't plan this for a long time.
Lies. Listen, you cannot go to Kuwait without a return ticket. They won't let you in unless you have a return ticket. She had a return ticket before she even arrived the last time. They're not just going to let you show up with a one-way ticket. No. You got to have a return ticket. She knew she had to come back.
Hey, Comic Book. No, I don't have a Kia. I have I have a rental car. Go to Swiss Chalet. I do have to. I ordered some Cornwall pizza because
what I say, didn't I tell y'all when she came back that she was going to be just going hog wild with all of her addictions? What do we got in this stream? She was high as balls and she was eating. She's surrounded by her temptations, and because she has no self-control, no impulse control, no coping mechanisms, no coping skills, you put an addict around their addictions, they're going to indulge as soon as they get a hold of them. She was never recovered for anything. She was just dry. But now the dry period is over and she's back in the oasis known as Canada, and she's going to go wild with everything. Chantal, if I were you, I would be careful. This could be the very thing that pushes your body over the edge. Do you understand? This could put you in the hospital. All that overindulging.
Oh, babe, loyalty Beezers, 16 months back to bees. Miss you, babe. I miss all the Beezers. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, babe. Ready, set, read. We missed your cute. Thank you, Lovato. Because he doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Hold on. Doggone it. I am so sorry. I hate that when I jump back. Why did she leave Salah alone for Christmas? Because he can't come to Canada with her. She can't afford to bring him and pay for herself too. He doesn't live in Canada. His home is in Kuwait.
You think so? Maybe my aunt. Videos, but not every live streams. Miss Door.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Because I remember, Chantal, how everybody used to watch your live streams. You and Amberlyn Reed both. The moment you guys would post something, the reactors were on it. You remember those days? I remember. Girl World was popping off at that time. Anything you did, boop, Girl World's on it. Now there is a feeling of, I'm going to take a look at it. It looks boring. I think I'll skip. That's the feeling now with you. There's not as much sniping going on because you're boring. Nobody really wants to snipe. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? It's really strong. It smells really good though. So I keep it in gift haul. Hey, Pia Maria. It's not Beezer spray. Yeah, I know. Beezer spray does smell nicer.
No, it doesn't.
Our rental bees turned into a puts in bees? When? Hey, Candace. Yeah, I'm sure people guessed that I was coming to Canada. That's fine. Whatever. I mean, you know. The Discord's quaking. Where?
Guess what, Chantal? My birthday is in less than a week. My birthday's the 2nd of January. I'll be 54. I'm older than you. I'm a lot healthier than you. I'm sorry. I had to be childish. I'm childish. I'm petty. I can't help it. Look, she puts down older people all the time. She likes to age shame. So yeah, I'm going to take a minute and be petty before my birthday.
Range? Oh, I think I was supposed to unblock. Hey, Breezeth! You got a Michael Kors on sale, $569. Oh my gosh, Michael Kors. Yeah, I remember that. Hey, Angela, Avril, Krista, everybody. Not a very long break.
Please do.
No, long enough. Maybe I'll back.
Please go back on break. Did it irritate you, Chantal, when you were looking around at Girl World after being gone and we were still very much active? People were still posting things, doing the retro reacts and doing all kinds of things. Did it make you angry to see that Girl World did not just come to a complete halt when you were gone? We were active. We were, putting out the videos and the live streams and entertaining people. That made you mad, didn't it? Do you know why the reaction side is bigger and more active than your side, Chantal? Because Girl World, we bring the variety. I tip my hat to all of the channels in Girl World because they bring so much variety and they work so hard to entertain everybody. But isn't it amazing, you guys, when you think about Girl World? The variety of foodie beauty content. Like there's just so much variety. So many people in the foodieverse, and they're all bringing something different. Like you've got Fat Cow Chronicles, like, and it's her very intelligent, well-spoken take on things. You've got Sansa Cooks doing the macros. You've got French Fry Girl. You've got YouTube Underground bringing the spice and the fire. You've got the calmer reactors. You've got the more feisty reactors. There's people that have done animated videos. You got people doing tarot readings on Foodie. There is so much variety. Everybody's different. That's the beautiful part about Girl World. And it's not just the reactors that are great. You got people on Twitter. They bring their variety. They bring their take. And that's why I include their tweets. Like they're always coming up with different information and bringing stuff back from the past and giving their intelligent takes on things. All the different pieces that people bring to the table. That's what makes this whole thing interesting, not her. She just got like one layer. But Girl World brings a multitude of layers. Multitude. Like there's so many great reactors out there. So many great archive channels. God bless them for keeping that archive content. Like Girl World is the lifeblood of the Foodieverse. I don't think Foodie could even deny that herself. That while she's over there being boring, we're the one keeping this whole damn thing on life support. We're pumping the blood through this thing. Although, as hard as we work, there's only so much we can do. But we do a lot. We do a lot. And we stick around because there's a lot of people, they want to see the ending to the story. And I'm not saying that everybody's waiting around for Chantal to die. No, we just want to know how this whole story ends. So people turn to the reactors, to Girl World, to see, is there an ending? And if there is, what is it? How is it going to all turn out? Nobody knows. But if you want my opinion, I think we're near the end. And it's not because I'm being hateful towards Chantal and I want to see something physical happen to her. That's just the feeling that I'm getting. That's the feeling, that's the energy, Chantal, that your channel is on the decline and you're circling the drain and you're about to be flushed down. And that's your fault because you are not willing to pump some life into this thing. You're just coasting on the name Foodie Beauty and thinking that's all you got to do is coast on a name. No, you got to do more. If you want your channel to thrive, if you want to thrive, you got to work on both yourself and your channel. With work comes reward. No work, no reward. That's how life works.
How I feel right now. I have this like lip gloss too. My aunt got me this. It's like from a local place. This lady makes lip balms, and it's like honestly, I am not eating Burger King. I came here to eat Burger King. No way.
She probably has eaten Burger King 10 times over since she's been back. I mean, she's about to eat a doggone pizza. Why wouldn't she eat Burger King?
Look at my hijab. It's friggin' running up my chins.
Chantal, listen, you're back in Canada. Let the Kuwait Salah arc be over. Just be yourself. Take off the hijab. Take off the abaya. You should anyway. You know, you're pretending to be a Muslim woman. You're not. Just be authentic. It's not as if the hijab is covering up how much weight you've gained. Girl, we can see it. That hijab is like skin tight next to your neck and your chin. Just let it all hang out. Be yourself. Take the doggone filters off. Be real.
When you just swipe Pizza's debit card. Yeah, I'm gonna go take all his inheritance, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently. You're going to take his money because you don't have much money. If you had enough money, you go rent a hotel room and bees your little heart out. You came back to Canada and you're staying with your relatives because you're broke. And you're a user. If anybody around you has money, suddenly it becomes your money, or you're going to try to get it.
Like, what? As if mental health break for 8 days, still not
You know
bad.
what, Chantal? If you and Pete end up in a house, we're going to know who paid for it. We're going to know where that money came from. It didn't come from you. You do realize that, right? That if you and Pete end up in a house together, we're going to know who put their name on the dotted line, the same person who put his name on the dotted line the last time the two of you guys lived together. And it's not you. We're going to know.
It was 8 days. So I passed my drama challenge. Actually, I'm going to keep this drama challenge thing going. So yeah.
You broke it. With those community posts, you broke it.
At least I stuck to something for 7 days.
Oh, you're so proud of yourself. I stuck to something for 7 days. Good for you. You want a gold star? You want a brownie? What do you want for a reward?
I've had puts in. Oh, yes, I have. And I did.
Oh, there we go. I love how you tell on yourself. I love it. I've had poutine. I have had poutine. For those who do not know what poutine is, poutine. There's different variations of it. Poutine is basically French fries, tons of French fries covered in gravy and cheese curds. Diabetes who? Diabetes where? So if she's had that, trust me, her next stop is going to be McDonald's and Burger King.
Did a video. They don't have nashies. Hey, Ginger. Yeah. No, I didn't.
Oh, she told on herself again. They don't have nashies. How would you know that unless you went by a Burger King looking for a nashi? Keep telling on yourself, Chantal. I love it when you smoke a bit and you start talking.
Enjoy. I really don't care about Christmas, but my family really.
She's a liar. You know she hit up her family for the free gifts. And what did you bring your family, Chantal? Did you stop at a 99-cent store and get some cheap gifts for them? Just so you can get your gifts of like whatever clothing? Because they're always buying you clothing. Although I'm sure it didn't fit.
It really does. No, I'm not in Kuwait right now. Christmas dinner, we had Chinese food.
That's interesting, that detail that she had Chinese food, because Pete revealed he had a Chinese dinner. So confirmation that she spent time with Pete.
Hey, Tracy. Yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. We've missed you, Bees Wine. Cornwall. Yeah, I have pizza coming. Hey, Angela. It did snow a lot. No drama challenge for 6 months, babe.
Already snacking and munching and having bee moments while back there.
One of the things I don't like about coming back here is how much I feel like I have to eat all the food that I love so much.
That's the food addict in her. That is the food addict in her. That's the addict, period. That's why you need the coping skills and coping mechanisms and impulse control and therapy to stop that. If you don't stop that, that continues. This is why you need inpatience, Chantal, but you won't ever do it. You made your decision long ago that you were choosing addiction over life. And you didn't care if addiction took your life. as long as you got to indulge in what you wanted to.
I just want to eat a box of stovetop. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Ew.
Like, why? I have no idea. Fed Bundy who it was. Hey, Justine. Your blood glucose, no.
You would be left alone if you didn't go live. Honestly, if you want to be left alone, you could have not gone live or been more careful about where you are, and nobody would have known where you are. They would have known, yeah, you're back in Canada, but don't know where. If you didn't open that phishing email, we wouldn't have known where you were going to be, but you revealed yourself.
Oh. No, I do test it. I have all my stuff here, all my medicines, everything. But I did have a Shomar pudding. There's too much good food here, guys. It's insane.
Chantal, can I ask you a question? You're a food addict. Why are you so proud of overeating? Like, you're telling us, oh, like, I had this and I had that. You're saying it with pride. Like, that's how I know that you're not ready to change. Because you're not coming online and saying, yeah, like, I've been going wild with the food. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's no sense of regret in you, no sense of remorse. You're unhealthy, you're very sick, you need a doctor, you need a hospital, and yet you're proud to tell us about everything you've eaten, how gluttonous you've been. You're not ready for help.
You know? And I just realized how much Salah does help me with this.
Pause. Chantal, listen to me. You're 40 years old. Your problems are your problems. His problems are his problems. You are the individual with the addiction. It is no one else's responsibility to be your caretaker in that regard, to be your warden in that regard. You trying to structure things as Salah, I'm the food addict, I'm the addict. You have to stop me from my addiction. You have to be around so that I don't indulge. That is unfair. That is so unfair to structure things to where you're out of control and you're pulling somebody else in and saying, you need to be here. You have to supervise me so I don't indulge. First of all, any addict will tell you when you're not ready to change, when you're not ready to give it up, when you're not ready to take steps to break through the toxic addiction, nothing and no one is going to stop you. You, as the addict, you have to stop yourself. You have to make the first step. It has to be for you. You can't expect somebody else to be the babysitter and stop you, because there's no way that he can. You're the one making the money. How could he stop you from you spending your own money? Impossible. You even said back in Kuwait, there's no way that he can stop me if I want something. And you were right. There's no way that he can. He can't supervise you 24 hours a day. You're going to get what you want when you want it. You've always been this way. You've always been defiant. So you being the bullheaded, stubborn person that you are, how can anybody stop you? Especially when it comes to addiction. That addiction monster is on top of you. And it's inside of you, telling you what to do. It controls you. It governs your day, your night, your week, your month, your year. And you're not ready to kill it off. You're letting it kill you off. I know that's harsh to say, but that's the truth. You're giving into addiction. You're letting it make you subservient. You're listening to it. But how ridiculous is it that you are a 40-year-old woman And you're coming to this younger man saying, I'm the addict, and it's your job to stop me from being an addict. Nobody could. Nobody could. Salah was around. You were still indulging, so I guess that plan didn't work.
I know, we still had chocolate bars and things, but compared to...
No. You were eating his chocolate bars. And I want to boop him upside his head in Minecraft for bringing food in the house knowing that you were going to eat it. I mean, why would somebody do that?
Like, when I'm here, I don't have anyone telling me not to eat things.
And this should tell you why you need inpatient. This should show you have no control and seek out something and somewhere where they could be the control for you until you get the control back.
At least, usually cares about what I eat more. What happened? Oh, Scrange. Hi, Jay. Hey, page 5. Yeah, I'm okay. Neil. Really, Jarella? Yeah. And yeah, now I'm just chilling in for the night. I'm not gonna eat
Lies. She loves ham.
pork. Hey, Bunk Rock. Thanks, Angela. I had
Sounds like you went over to Pizza's place.
Yeah. Flight was okay. I will be your nightmare of not eating a healthy food. Yeah.
I hate when she sings that song because she can't sing. I'm going to do some ironic poetry to that song for Chantal soon. Just because I hate when she sings that song.
This was a very impromptu decision, as usual.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't have it planned for like months and months. I was like, no. And then all of a sudden, no, not all of a sudden. It wasn't like 2 days in advance kind of planning, but I don't know. I was just talking with my family, and I guess, yeah.
Chantal, we knew something was up because in the days following your disappearance, something was obviously wrong. You would come on camera looking like you just got through crying. Your eyes are all swollen. Like it looked like when you did videos and you did lives, it was after like a crying spell. Like you were acting weird. So I think you knew you had to get out of there.
Yeah, I kind of missed. It's like weird because like when I'm in Kuwait, I do miss them always, but like, I mean, missing Canada wise, I sometimes miss Canada around like things like comfort times, like the holidays. But then when I get here, I'm like, okay.
Best of both worlds. You want to be in Kuwait to run away from the tax man, but you want to be in Canada so you can indulge in all of your vices and get away with it. You want to have your cake and eat it too, per usual.
And after like 3 or 4 days, I want to go back to the Middle East. Hey, Kristen. Hello, Eki. Hi, it's Julie.
Not miss you. And I'm so praying that Salah is packing up that apartment. He gathers some friends together and they're packing up the place, getting all the stuff out. That Julia and Harry they go to decent homes with people that care about them, and this whole thing is over. Like it makes me sad to think about what happened to the hamster and the cat, but what can you do? You know? That poor baby, Julia, like she lost the pet lottery dealing with this one. But Chantal will suffer the consequences of that, believe me.
I miss Julia a lot.
She don't miss you.
But Salah's taking good care of them.
Salah, if you've watched this, pack up the place and disappear. Ghost her. Block her number. Be gone. It's over.
Yeah. Free Syria era. Inshallah, babe. Are there any pets? Just Buster in Cornwall. Which he doesn't like me, so.
We love Buster here. That's Chantal's mom's dog. Buster is the original, the first OG hater. Buster hates Chantal.
You had tamales for Christmas? Thanks, Joe. Lamb roast dinner, Yorkshire puddings. Yum.
So this is what I'm talking about. She was gone for a few days. She should have plenty of interesting things to say. It's the same old crap. You could change that background to the oceanside villa, and the content is the same. It's still boring. Chantal, are you purposely sinking your channel? Is this purposeful self-sabotage? Because that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Hey, Mimi Cherry. I'm in Canada, yeah. No, it's really hard to get a visitor visa in Canada if you're and go like together. So, for now, I'd have to plan. The problem is I don't plan my trips. Like I'd have to plan this in so much. Thank you. It's going okay. It's going okay. Yeah. Hey, Poppy. It's not snowing right now.
This is all boring, like small talk you do to somebody on the phone, not on YouTube.
In Canada. Court dates. I'm so happy to see and hear from you again. Thank you, B. But yeah, there's no contact.
It's too bad. It's too bad that there's no big trauma, big T. You might actually have gotten some views. So you go ahead. You go ahead and not serve the tea. Don't serve it. Don't make money. Go broke. Do what you will.
Hi, Leslie. No, I haven't seen Pete's.
Lies. Oh, look at those eyes. I haven't seen Pete's looking down to the side. Look at those eyes. The eyes are telling on her. Yep. Look at the Chantal eyes. Look at that duper's delight smirk on her face. Looking down and smirking. Smirking. This is why you shouldn't lie, Chantal. Because part of you will always tell on you.
I've just been with my family, and how much a plane ticket cost from Kuwait to Canada? Okay, it depends, like which airline you go with.
How many more times do we need to hear about this? We've heard all about your struggles when you fly and how much it costs and the airplane food. And I ate this and I ate that. And oh, I had to walk to the terminal. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my God. Boring.
I go with usually Qatar or Emirates, and it's usually...
You told us that too. We don't care. Move it along. I'm impatient.
Especially around the holidays, it's a bit more... It's definitely over $1,000.
Yeah, because you got to buy 2 seats. If you got yourself healthy and lost some of the weight, you might need only 1 seat, Chantal. And at your size, if you just did a calorie deficit, no exercise, just a calorie deficit, you could lose a lot of weight very, very quickly. Like you could, like at first the weight is going to drop off just with that calorie deficit. Take things from like say 9,000 calories all the way down to 2,000. Girl, you could lose some weight.
$1,200 even. Thanks, Angela. I'm in Canada. In Canada, waiting for pizza for my dinner. Hey, Macomb Gypsy. My Christmas sucked. Wasn't feeling Christmas. My brother's sick. Oh, I hope your brother gets better soon. Yeah, I know. I'm not feeling it either. Hey, Daphne. Thank you. Why are you doing a stealth bees? I need to be stealthy. People are insane. Do you guys blame me? Seriously. Look at what people have already done. Try to track my location, phishing scam.
We didn't try. It worked. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Like, she doesn't want to. Why don't you want to see FFG's name? Just say it. You're accusing her of stalking you when she placed an order for something like way before you came back. And even if she knew about you coming back, which she didn't, she's got the right to go where the F she wants to go. You can't tell people what to do and where to go in Canada, Chantal. You just can't.
Like, like you, if you were me, you would be worse than this. I was like, maybe I should just enjoy like the whole holiday.
Yeah, but you're
out of in
addicted to
Canada off
attention.
camera.
It drives you nuts when you can't stream. You know, you look for validation and value
Barbara.
online versus putting it in yourself offline.
They miss me, babe. Are you getting pizza from a good place? Yes.
I don't care if you eat all the pizza in Ottawa. Who cares? Why are we talking about this?
My own personal family now as well. You know, so home is where the heart is. Currently making loaded potato bread. Yum.
So y'all are watching this with me. Do you see why? Do you see why when this live stream was going on, I wasn't jumping on it immediately? Granted, I had a headache, but it wasn't like bad at that point. But I didn't jump on it. I was like, what is this? It's the same old stuff. This is nothing new. It's boring. So boring. But I'll tell y'all what. Like, today is the anniversary of Poopgate. And I'm going to find a copy of Poopgate when Chantal was having a complete meltdown about Salah. And I'm going to react to that because it is the anniversary. And I'm also going to react to this little clip, the deleted drunk live stream from Marley Hendricks, because I want to show you guys Chantal at her worst. Like, that was a really bad night. For those that weren't around for that time, you're going to see just how bad it was. But let's go forward and keep on with this boring nonsense just for a few more minutes.
I'm definitely going to Red Lobster. Yum, Leslie. Would have been a good mental health break. Yeah, I know. Maybe I will. I don't know. Christina, back. My aunt was like,
Chantal, you got to get it through your head. You are the extreme food addict, but the people that watch you are not extreme food addicts. They do not have this huge fixation on food like you do. Therefore, what you find interesting and want to talk about all day is not what people want to hear about all day. What you enjoy personally may not be the best thing to reveal publicly. Understand?
Oh, thank you. I look well. I do. Oh,
She does it. She
thanks.
looks stoned.
I'm just.
Oh God, you're gonna show us your eyeliner now? Is it show and tell? I don't care about that.
Yep. Hi, Lenoa. Beauty Bite. Hi, Mike.
Oh God, you know what? Jet lag. She's been home for a few days at least. She's not jet lagged. There's no way. There's no way she can be jet lagged for more than 3 days. And if you are, Chantal, you shouldn't be flying because that's not normal. Jet lag is code word for high. She's high. I'm tired. I'm jet lagged. And the jet lag will last for over a month.
Actually, COVID-25 to keep the Ottawa arc alive.
Like, why do you insist on lying?
What's what behind me? I don't even know what these things are. There's a whole bunch of recycled. Like some kind of
blah, 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 blah. I want to show this. I'm just going to leave it there. Y'all look at that. Let me just blow that all the way up. The filters they can't work when she's far away. Wow. And I'm focusing specifically on the face. How much different her face looks when the filters are not focusing on it. Like, my God, Chantal. My goodness. Wow. You look older than me, bitch. Seriously.
relish here. Okay, diet.
What's going on with that one eye? You really need to go to an eye doctor. Like, sometimes I can see it, sometimes I can't, and that, like, your one eye is nearly closed. What is going on with your eyes, girlfriend?
I'm gonna bring some.
Like, look at it.
On the road tomorrow. What's this for?
Fridge. Or maybe she doesn't. But there was one part where she got to go to the fridge. I'm looking ahead. Stop that. Quit it. Not quite what I wanted. We're going. YouTube's being a butt. Sorry. But you guys just saw.
Yeah, Lizzie. Hey, George. I never said I know I don't act like very decent a lot of the time, but
None of the time.
I never.
You went to Kuwait and you put on this fake, phony version of yourself that was so opposite of what you really are. You want to be the traditional wife and demure and modest, and that is so not you. You are not a traditional wife kind of person. You're not a traditional person in the slightest. But you want to put that on like some kind of costume and act as if you could be modest and you could be demure, and that's not you. Like, you failed horribly at that. Just be yourself.
I'm definitely struggling with the morality side of things for sure. We be waiting for that. Oh, hold on. A sec.
Okay, there's.
Hi, how are you?
So Chantal acts as if she's going to get stalked while she's in Cornwall, right? She's insisting that girl world, that we're hiding in the bushes somewhere ready to take her picture, that we're stalking her. Like, she's afraid that people are going to find her, but yet she has no fear showing us where she's at. And she has no fear answering that door for the pizza guy.
Thank you. Hi.
You know, Chantal, like, look, before you went to Kuwait, you weren't walking like that. You could walk a bit more normal, but you're almost, you can't walk. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you're having trouble with your movement because you've gotten so heavy. You need to lose some of that weight.
I know, this is bad. Whoa, look what happened.
This is bad, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like, this whole night was a series of bad decisions and bad choices. Her eating fast food, bad choice. Her showing where she was at, another bad choice. Her going live when she was told she wasn't supposed to, that's another one. Like, this whole night was a series of bad choices. And then she decides she wants to come online and yell at us for the choices that she decided to make, which we have no power over. Okay. And I'm sorry, Chantal, I don't care what you tell me. You are not 320 pounds. You're not even 350. I'm guessing you're about 550. Because you were almost 400 back when you were a BB. You put on at least 150, 200 pounds. You're close to the 600-pound range, aren't you?
There's relish here.
I'm done. I'm really done. She's boring. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Plus, I want to react to other stuff, more interesting stuff like Scatgate. Her complete meltdown when the Kybella text. We're going to have fun with that. Yes, we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this react. I'm going to go ahead and end it here and say thank you to those of you that are watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. And special thanks to LASH for posting the deleted live. Y'all look down below for the link in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.